All right, so currently this is the banner out on the Canada and Thailand soft launch. And it's Choi Jong-in. He's going to be here till the 17th of April, which leaves a bunch of time in between April and either beginning to mid-May, but most likely May 8th. Okay, that's the current date set in the App Store. And we know of future units now, basically also from what this person is saying, the order. So this is someone who's found a lot of files and two almost full kits, including a very much insanely updated HAE-IN kit with a lot more information, and actual percentages, and a bunch more of the passive. And then also the original character, ALICIA, how would you say that last name? BLANCHET. So this is an original character which we were also shown. So she should be the next one, and why this also logically makes sense. These are the last two units who were in the trailers that are not in game, just to point that out. And then obviously we have this Beast Bayek. And listen, if you're watching a leaked video and you're also playing Solo Leveling Arise, there's going to be spoilers. And I know you haven't seen this yet if you're only anime only, but I am sorry to say that's kind of just how it is, all right? So these are the three next units. And from what this person's saying, it's going to be HAE-IN, ALICIA, Choi, and then Beast. Now, it's a bit, what he's saying is a bit off, because he's saying from the data I have, Global might start with HAE-IN, then ALICIA, then Choi rerun. Now the thing is, why this doesn't really make sense is because of the fact that this ends on the 17th. So we should be getting HAE-IN on the Canada version, Canada and Thailand version before anything. All right, so please do keep that in mind. That's the first thing. Now, we know she is light. I'm pretty sure she's ice. And Bayek, I feel like he could be dark. I could see him being dark. I think so. Either dark or wind. I would be a bit confused if they made the same typing for the same unit, for the same character. So we'll have to see. But this is very good. I mean, now that we kind of have more of a soft confirmation that she's here, that's good. Now we're going to be able to go into this and her kit information. I really do mean it. Compared to what Shiro was able to find, it's a lot more. And only love to Shiro, by the way, because I still was able to like talk about it. But this person found a lot more. And I mean, here we go. We're going to get into it and we're going to, well, have the game open as we talk about it. Oh, let me just claim this before I forget, because that's going to be quite important. Only 30k gold for that, by the way, is insane. Let's go. Level 45. Huge. All right. So let's start. Now, she is a light unit. All right. She is light. Now, light at the moment is going to be in a very good spot with HAE-IN, as HAE-IN, spoiler, she is a DPS. All right. So why is that? Well, we have a break unit in Bayek. Oh my god, today it's really bad. So we have a break unit in Bayek, and then a light supporter. Well, a supporter that also very much supports light. So for a mono light team, it's going to be super strong. Okay. Now, if you have him at dupe 1 also, he increases everyone's crit rate and crit damage, but then also increases it to 12% for only light members. So keep that in mind. Light units are going to be going crazy on a mono light team if there's a boss that could obviously be type disadvantage. Well, if you could be type advantage against the boss. So normal, okay, nothing really crazy, just does damage, right? No break, no nothing. Now the core attack is going to be doing a series of slashes at incredible speed. Now there's nothing really here, but I'm going to guess we're going to get more information, because for example, core attacks usually have something. If we look at it, core attacks all usually have something. He's got the disguised, he's just got break, so I guess there's that. But you know, usually they at least have break. Okay, they at least have break or apply QTE. So we'll have to see what exactly it's going to be for HAE-IN. Now, skill 1, the Dancer. HAE-IN attacks the enemy by swinging her sword quickly. HAE-IN uses her sword to swiftly slash through a large area in the direction she is facing. When the skill hits, it has a 66% chance to apply the brand effect on the target, and the branded target's crit hit rate and crit hit damage taken increases by 12% for 15 seconds. This is the best way they could have done it and makes it super strong, because not only is it going to be for her, but it's going to be for the rest of the team, which makes it extremely good. Okay, extremely good. If the user's skill lands a critical hit, it applies the Waltz of the Sword effect, and the user can use the Dancer infinitely for 4 seconds. So we're going to get to the Dancer later, and then... Oh, wait. What? Hold on. What? Hold on. Is there a buff called the Dancer? Let's just continue reading, and then we'll have to come back to this to see what is infinitely spamming. Okay? Because as of right now, this is called the Dancer, but I think there might be a buff later if I remember correctly. Sword of Light, skill 2. HAE-IN slashes the enemy continuously with a large sword of light, then finishes the combination with a powerful strike. This is going to be a pretty good, I think it should have good range, we'll have to see. When using the skill, the dancer effect is applied and the user's attack and critical hit damage increases by 8% up to 3 times. Okay, oh my god. When Sword of Light hits, it applies the unrecoverable effect and prevents the target from recovering. That is actually pretty good. Isn't this just... Hold on. Hold on. Am I chirping? Am I chirping? I don't think I'm chirping. Oh my god. Oh my god. They're killing this boss instantly. The only gimmick this boss has is that it heals itself. Like a lot. Like a lot. So it just unrecoverable effect. Wow. Okay, that's great. Now I just gotta understand the dancer. So it's applied when the user's attack and critical hit damage increases. Wait. When using the skill, the dancer effect is applied. Okay. And the user's attack and critical hit damage increases by 8% up to 3 times. So how do we get it 3 times? Is it because that's the dancer effect? We'll have to see. Support. HAE-IN approaches the enemy quickly and launches them into the air. Afterwards, she attacks the enemy with large slash with her Sword of Light. When the skill is used on a branded target, which branded target is already a unit who is going to be taking increased critical hit rate and damage, its damage increases by 15%. So you're increasing their damage when they're already taking more crit rate and crit damage. Insane. QTE. HAE-IN creates a Sword of Light, jumps into the air, and slashes down powerfully. When the last attack of this skill hits successfully, it applies the unrecoverable effect to the target for 15 seconds. I think she's going to be busted just looking at this, and let's go to the alt. All right. Okay. I want to skip to the passive, but let's read. All right. Light in, let's open it because it's just, yeah. Light of the End, ultimate skill. HAE-IN gathers light energy in her sword, creates a sword of light, and slashes in a powerful diagonal line in the direction she is facing. Okay. When this skill hits, it increases critical hit rate by maybe 12% for X seconds. It doesn't really matter. Just crit rate's great because of how much extra crit rate she's getting. HAE-IN's damage to targets with weakness attributes increases by X%. Insane. And then HAE-IN inflicts the brand effect on targets for X seconds. HAE-IN increases damage dealt to branded targets by 30% instead of 15. Holy. Because over here, right, the branded effect is going to increase damage. What is it? Branded targets. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so she's increasing the damage on another skill. Which one was it? Which is this, right? The support skill. Okay. She's increasing the damage because when they're branded, they take more crit rate and crit damage. And then she's increasing the damage they take by 30%. Wow. Or no, that's only for her. That is only for her. I think that's only for her. The wording is a bit off. I'm not going to lie. The wording, slightly off, but still okay. Now, passive. Every time the user's core attack, every time the user uses core attack, increases attack by X%. And you can stack it infinitely. Now remember, core attack, how it works for people who aren't really playing. It is the normal skill, and it basically how it is. You have a white border around your normal attack, and when that whole white bar fills up by using your normal attack a lot of times, you're going to get to use the core attack, which is just a stronger attack, right? So you could just stack up your attack infinitely. Increases the max amount of stacks of the dancer to X stacks, okay? Increases the user's critical hit rate by X%, okay? Insane. When attacking a branded target, increases the skill damage of the dancer and Sword of Light by X%. The user's critical hit damage increases by X%. Depending on the stack effects of the dancer, increases the damage of light of the end by X%. Bro, she's gonna be doing insane damage. What the hell? So she gets increased crit rate, crit damage, increases their damage, increases her damage, makes them take more crit damage, makes them take more crit rate, increases her crit rate more, increases her crit damage more, increases her damage more in certain conditions. What? Now, the only thing I don't get is the dancer. So, I'm guessing that the dancer, to me, is going to be applied through the Sword of Light, if that's how it seems. Okay? Because there's no timer here. So, when using the skill, the dancer effect is applied and the user's attack and critical hit damage increases by 8% up to 3 times. Alright. Alright. That's good. The only part that doesn't make sense, which I think might be a bit of a problem with just how it's worded right now. The user can use the dancer infinitely for 4 seconds. Let me know down below. I would be very appreciative if we could sort this out. But this is a bit odd for sure. Using the dancer infinitely for 4 seconds. We'll have to see. But depending on how this part goes, she's going to be even more busted, right? I'm just trying to find anywhere else it says the dancer. Increases the max amount of stacks of the dancer to X stacks. Okay. I don't really get this part. because already it's max 3 stacks. So why don't you just have the max 3 stacks like be whatever it's gonna be with the passive? I don't know. Now, this to me, what I'm realizing now is it might just be dupe passives. It could be one thing because like passives are pretty long, but I could see all of these being dupe passives or some of these being dupe passives. So we'll have to see. But if all of this is just one thing, then that's crazy. But I do not think. I think this is from the dupe passives also. We'll see in game, right? This is early information and subject to change. Okay, subject to change until devs release it. Keep that in mind. Now, what is cool though? Okay, my bad. So this is a skin that seems to be. I think it was a login because Shiro was saying it's a login skin and peek. It looks really good. It looks really good. I didn't know we were getting skins for units, but like I swear there's none. But okay, that's cool. That is very cool. And yeah, all right, there we go. So now we've got ALICIA. All right, so this is her. She looks pretty cool in game 2. Let me pull up an image. No, actually, we don't have anything of her. There's not really much animation. So let's go into her kit. Where is it? Over here. So it seems that this kit is a lot better because he said here that most of her skills are texts are incomplete and jumbles as fuck. I can't put it as good as ALICIA. So I mean, this one seems to be better made. So let's talk about it. So basic attack. All right. So no break. All right, which would make sense because she's water. And we already have a break unit. So the way, let's talk actually, before we talk about it, I want to talk a bit more about HAE-IN, right? So she's going to be very good for light. And the way it seems that it's going to be working is that right now, they're going to try and get a break and a non-break DPS. We got a break DPS who still works more as a support. And then we got a DPS outright who doesn't break. We got a break, okay? We got a break and a normal DPS, right? He's also just an insane DPS. And they just both break, so I don't know what this is. No, wait, sorry. He's just a DPS. He breaks, right? And then we got Baek who breaks, and now HAE-IN doesn't break. And now we got Seoju who breaks, and it seems like ALICIA doesn't break. Now, Baek and HAE-IN are going to be insane on the spider together. Let me just say the spider is the most annoying, and what's very cool about that, depending on when the spider releases, in Battlefield of Time, guess what's out right now? The spider. So, you know, there's that. There's that. That's going to be pretty cool. HAE-IN seems very good. And because she's around crit rate, well, I mean, guess who? Who's really good for her? Minbyung. Minbyung gives, where is it? So he gives crit damage and crit rate for everyone on his dupe 1, but also gives crit rate and also crit damage on his ult. So keep that in mind. Byung-gu is going to be amazing for her. Okay, so ALICIA, let's talk about her. So we talked basic, nothing crazy. Now the core is gonna be just normal stuff, it seems. So there's gonna be an enhanced core, so we're gonna have to see what it does. So skill 1, ALICIA attacks the enemy by summoning an icy whirlwind. The summoned icy whirlwind moves in the direction it entered. All right, deals water elemental damage, X% of the user's attack. When the skill hits, it has a 30% chance to freeze the target for 3 seconds. And because of how many ticks it has, I'm gonna guess it's a whirlwind, like type of a tornado thing. You're going to probably have a very good chance to freeze and basically stun. This stun, 3-second stun is huge. Okay. We have a guaranteed stun at the moment with, what's his name? Ooh, I forgot his name. I'm going to put that in later. With Kim Chol. And then also with Hwang Dong-soo, okay? And the stuns are very strong. Even Iron. Is it Iron? No, Tank. Tank has the stun too. The Shadow. So this is going to be very good, especially because 3 seconds is so huge. Now, this. Deals water damage, okay, just normal stuff. ALICIA attacks the enemy by creating a large icy terrain that detonates. She seems like an AoE unit, that's going to be super strong. When the skill hits, it inflicts the airborne effect. Having these QTE type of things is very strong, so that's decent, but we have to see what else. Alright, so ice detonation support. ALICIA attacks the enemy by creating a field of ice that detonates. Alright, so that's in tangent with this, I guess. I don't know the detonate thing, but we'll see. So, off of her attack, when using the skill, it applies the ice body armor effect to the entire team. When ice body armor is active, it removes all debuffs. Okay, damn. This skill creates a shield equal to 20% of the user's attack for 8 seconds. What the fuck? 20% of the user's attack, as of right now, could be what? 10%. It could be a good 1,000, a bit more even. That's insane. Okay. For 8 seconds too. If the user or an ally is hit with the shield effect, while the shield effect is active, it freezes the target that attacked for 3 seconds, and targets that have already been frozen once can be frozen again after 30 seconds. This type of stun thing is really good in this type of game mode. In these types of like game modes that we have currently available, This is crazy. And for support, what it does, shield and stun, insane. And removing debuffs. So the rate ups are going crazy so far. Okay, so QTE. All right, so just another ICU terrain that detonates. All right, core attack and ultimate skill is how you could use it. All right, when the skill hits, inflicts airborne, and when the last attack on the combo hits, it freezes the target. The skill interrupts the target. Wow, I'm guessing does not interrupt it. I think this is bad wording. I'm gonna gloss over it because I don't really know what it wants to say. All right, ult. Shaking off her sad memories, the user unleashes a chill strong enough to freeze their surroundings and attacks enemies while they are frozen. All right, so power. Okay, obvious normal stuff. Deals water elemental damage when the last attack in the combo hits. It inflicts the airborne effect and also freezes the target. The skill applies 5 stacks of the frost effect to the user. This skill interrupts the target. I think the frost effect is gonna need to. We'll have to see. Anyway, when the user uses when the user uses Winter Storm, Eternal Frost, or Ice Needle, which are the 2 skills. Yes. All right, they gain the frost effect, which can be stacked up to 5 times. When the user obtains the frost effect, it activates their core attack and changes it to a bitter cold spear, which makes it do more damage. Insane. The core attack, is it good again? We'll have to see what it does exactly. Bitter cold spear changes every time the frost effect stacks, and up to 3 instances of frost can be consumed at once. So I think that her damage is going to be pretty decent, but it's mainly going to be the support she gives. She's going to be very good. These stuns are going to be insane for any boss that could be stunned. You're going to want to use her for, I think. But overall, I think she should be very good. But I think she's not going to be like as insane. I feel like we're missing some parts compared to HAE-IN though. HAE-IN is just killing it as a DPS, especially because type advantage, she's going to be so good. Anything that she's type advantage against, she's just going to be too good. Right? This snake is, the snake. I always call it the snake. This spider, the arachnid, is going to be just getting clapped, right? It's going to be getting clapped. And even like if there's a light type advantage as a support, right? If I remember correctly, she does have a good support, right? HAE-IN. Wizard support, good. Branded, so it increases the damage. So yes, HAE-IN is gonna be amazing. And I could see ALICIA being very good. She's gonna be a really good support. I feel like honestly that's a good thing that it's more of a support. Because Water already has Gikku for breaking, and like she works very well as a DPS. Once we get her up, I feel like she'll work better. But for right now, yeah, I mean, y'all, I think everyone should be summoning for HAE-IN. That's my personal belief, okay? HAE-IN is kind of crazy, okay? Her damage is going to be crazy. If this passive is really it, if this is the actual passive for HAE-IN, that's going to be insane. But as for ALICIA, we'll see. We'll see. I think it's going to be interesting how exactly, mainly for me, the tornado works, or the blizzard works, the whirlwind for the freeze. And then how exactly this, what's it called, the core attack, the enhanced core attack works. That's going to be another thing. And I mean, besides that, her ult just freezing outright. She's going to be such a good stun unit, and stun units are very valuable. And another thing why it's so good, listen, the one boss I'm struggling with a lot is Cerberus. Because my Gikku, first of all, is under-leveled, and second of all, I can't use my fire units. And listen, if I could stun this guy, this critter, man. This one guy I just do not want to fight. That's going to be great. But Alicia's probably going to be out way later, right? Way later. So my guess, personally, by the way, pity transfers. Draws of the same type share draw points, okay? First of all, it says it in yellow. Okay, I'm just going to click on it right here, okay? Right here in yellow. What I do want to say, if HAE-IN comes next, I could see her coming out in, I think, 2 to 3 weeks. Either in 2 weeks or when Choice Banner ends. They could for sure do that. They could for sure do that. So that's basically it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you guys think of HAE-IN's more updated kit, and peace.